The most popular media during this period of time is the video game industry. Due to quarantine last year, people were stuck at home with nothing to do, so a lot of people picked up video gaming as a hobby. Due to the increase in video games, building a computer is very expensive right now. One of the oldest yet most popular companies in the game industry is known as Nintendo. The company was founded in 1889, but in 1977, they found what became one of their greatest designers. Born in a small town in Sonobe, Japan, Nintendo's manager Shigure Miyamoto is known as one of the most innovative, influential video game designers. Shigure Miyamoto was born on November 16, 1952, in a town where his family has lived for 5 generations. All of the experiences he has had as a child led to the inspiration and drive towards video games. Traveling around his town and experiencing different layouts of land and scenery helped him come up with many ideas in his future video games and ideas. For example, Miyamoto once found this dark cave and refused to explore the cave due to fear, but one day he finally mustered up the courage to take a lantern and travel inside the cage, and this experience helped him come up with the Legend of Zelda series. Growing up, Miyamoto was always interested in video games. His interest grew even stronger the older he got. Using his past experiences, he later designed huge, well-developed video games that are insanely popular. Miyamoto went to Kanazawa College of Art in Ishikawa Prefecture. He graduated with a degree in industrial design. Soon after, Miyamoto's father hooked him up with an interview with Nintendo Industries, when Nintendo was a company that sold playing cards and novelties. He became hired in 1977 as an apprentice in the planning department. The most known game he has designed and created is called Super Mario Bros. This game sparked the popularity in the Nintendo company and the video game industry overall. Before Super Mario Bros., there were not many popular games and not that many people found joy in video games. This game single-handedly saved the video game industry and sparked inspiration for other well-developed games. In Miyamoto's free time, he looks to spend time with his family. He has a wife named Yasuko and 2 kids, a son and a daughter. His son works at an advertising agency and his daughter studies zoology. His children grew up playing video games, but Miyamoto also encouraged his children to go outside often. Miyamoto also is musically inclined. He plays the guitar, mandolin, and banjo in his free time. Another one of his hobbies includes moving furniture around in his house, even late at night. He enjoys guessing the dimensions and then checking if he was correct afterwards, and he always carries a measuring tape around. Without Miyamoto, the game industry would not have had a spark of interest and a rise in popularity in the 1980s. The huge interest in video games in the 1980s sparked inspiration for other game designers and artists. The Nintendo company would not have thrived as much as it did without him. Miyamoto created so many popular games for children to grow up with and enjoy. From Super Mario Bros. To Zelda Breath of the Wild, Miyamoto designed huge pieces of art. He worked hard, thriving through his education and finding the perfect company to express and produce his design ideas. To achieve my goal in the animation and game industry, there are many steps that I need to take. I'm currently working on my degree in animation and game design and will be graduating in the fall of 2022. Afterwards, I can either transfer to Western Michigan University or continue my studies, or I can pick a different college, or I will probably move away from Michigan and find small jobs that I can use to work my way up to my goal by getting experience in the field. I chose this artist because he was one of my favorite designers and an idol I look up to and aspire to come up with ideas as big as his. From my readings about Miyamoto's life, I have learned that I need to work very hard towards my goal to achieve it, and that the experiences I currently can impact my future. His experience as a child in that cave inspired him to create one of my favorite games, and it was very surprising. It makes me want to go outside and experience as much as I can at the age I am so I can create huge works of art in my future and possibly inspire people along the way. These are some animations that I have made for one of my brother's video games he made for a game jam. Game jams are when my brother's class of people at his college have an entire weekend to create a video game around a topic. The topic is given to the students on a Friday, and they have until Sunday at 5 o'clock to turn it in. There's no reward for best game or any grades or anything. It's overall just for fun. I have designed the animations and graphics for a couple of my brother's game jams before. Now, over the summer, me and my two older brothers are working on creating our own video game that will be more fiction, including magic, goblins, elves, and humans.